Hi, Jimmies. My name is Dr. Danielle Clapham. I'm a professor in the Department of English and the director of the UJ Writing Center. I'm here today to talk to you about a special topics class I'm offering in the fall of 2021, English 190, Popular Literature and Analysis. Our theme this semester is Rewrite and Remix. We're going to be exploring adaptations and how stories that we've heard before are remade in different genres and adapted for different contexts. Who doesn't love a remake? Whether it's your favorite book when you were a kid being turned into a movie, or a television show you used to watch being revived just for the more current day, or classic literature being turned into a graphic novel to make it more relevant. In this class, we're going to explore why we are drawn to the same stories over and over again, why they sometimes garner controversy or are continually beloved. We'll also look at how creators use adaptation to create their own voice, make something unique, but also to stay true to the originals. In this class, we'll work with 4 main books: Marissa Meyer's Cinder, Chuck Palahniuk's Fight Club, a 10-series run of Miles Morales as the Amazing Spider-Man, and Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, a riff on Jane Austen's classic novel. Each of these texts brings something unique to the conversation about adaptation, and we're going to use them to talk about how adaptation is different depending on the genre, the text, and the intent going into it. So, for Cinder, for example, we're going to look at fairy tales. Cinder is a cyborg, futuristic retelling of Cinderella. And part of what we're going to talk about in that text is how fairy tales get reworked continually. There are hundreds of Cinderella retellings out there in the world. So why do we keep coming back to that same story? And what do we find in it that is recognizable? For Miles Morales and the Amazing Spider-Man, we're going to look at how comic book figures, superheroes, can be changed and manipulated, and how their story continues, even as the person wearing the mask changes. We'll look at both the graphic novel and the more recent film version, Into the Spider-Verse, to talk about the ways that visual media and the different versions of Spider-Man give us a more inclusive and diverse idea of that character. For Fight Club, we're going to question whether or not the book is always better than the movie. There's a lot of debate on Fight Club of whether or not the movie is truly the better text. So we'll look at how the visual medium is able to change the story and let us explore new themes and new ideas. And finally, for Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, we're going to talk about play. What do we do with an adaptation that's not trying to do anything profound, but is just trying to be fun? Pride and Prejudice and Zombies is a classic piece of literature that has a little bit of an undead element thrown throughout. So we'll talk about how that author is reusing Jane Austen's text just to sort of make light of what we consider to be classic. English 190 is a class designed for non-literature majors. It is for any student at any level. So if you're interested in reading some fun books this semester and getting into some conversations about controversial adaptations and remakes, I encourage you to sign up today.